Live streaming is on.
Hi,
Jeff.
finally.
So I said I was a 2.3. I've been working. All right, here we go. I've been working on the budget. I've been working on some of the assets, some of the finances, and dealing with all of this UMCUS proposals and trying to get agreement on the final payment. And yes, lots going on. So I'm excited to be here. Hopefully we can get some more decisions made today on moving everything forward and seeing if this team wants to get back to work. So
Okay, let me go next.
Okay.
I'm at the 2. I've been working on the payrolls, getting agreement on the final payment, potential income reduction, and I look forward to the session check.
I'll go next. Sandra, 2.5 is what I am at 2.5. I joined yesterday for new budget and final payment. Looking forward for a good session tonight.
I'll go now. Yeah, I'm at 3. Looking forward to have a good session.
Joyce? Joyce, are you here? Is anyone getting me? Joyce, you're on mute.
Yes.
Joyce is on mute. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking. Sorry.
I knew. Okay, go ahead, let me type.
Okay. Been working on reconciliation, payroll, and yeah, looking forward for this session. Thank you.
Okay.
Session. Okay, topics.
So I
So I
think
think
our topic 1 should be budget and new team moving forward.
the new budget process. We do the new budget process.
You want us to talk about a topic like new budget process?
Yeah, that's what I would propose as the first topic.
Okay. No objection from me. Budget process.
So just no objection for me too.
Okay, doing the tab, new budget process. Topic 1. Wait, topic. Okay, did the tab. Topic 1.
Okay.
All right, here's a proposal. So the idea is to update our budget process to have a separation of the total amount approved and the rankings of the workers to be included in the budget. This would allow for more exact understanding to calculate any preemptive budget changes. It would get agreement on the amount of the budget, get agreement on the rankings, and then put the rankings into the budget.
With agreement.
This would get rid of budget options. There would always only be one single option, the amount of money and how many workers fit into it based on the rankings. Then you would go to preemptive budget changes if there's interest.
We get rid of all budget options. Get rid of this option.
This would simplify the budget process because there would be no more need to create many options.
Interest. And simplify the budget process. We need to create many options.
And we do have an example which we can go over.
To update the envelope from the amount approved and the rankings of the workers. This would allow more exact email account of the yes and rankings and then put the rankings into the budget. This would give all other budget options. There will so always only be one single option, the amount of money that has minimum to be discussed rankings then change if there is interest. To create
So this would be like an example of the options. So you just vote on the budget amounts, and then you would have the rankings, which we actually do have. So then you would vote on the rankings, and then however much money that we agreed to do would then be the amount that we would put the rankings in. So there would no longer be any budget options that included people. The options would only be the amount of money, and then we would do all of the rankings and evaluations, and then we would just put it together.
Okay.
So, are there any questions? Or any other questions?
It would get rid of all budget measures.
Hello, is anyone there?
Yes, Jay.
Are there any questions?
I think no question from me. No question, Jay. So, no, I have a question. So, if this proposal passes now, does it mean we are going to follow the rankings directly for this month budget?
Yes, I do believe so. Mhm.
Okay, no other question.
No, it's not.
Are there any concerns with the proposal?
None for me.
I don't have any concern.
No objections? There's a lot of
No,
background noise. A lot of background noise coming from. Don't I think it's you with the background noise. If you can mute.
Sandra, can you please mute? This is the volume of the music behind you, please. I'm not getting Jay.
oh, no,
It's okay, thank you.
no.
Right. So, anyways, are there any objections?
None for me.
Okay, so I think we have consensus on this, which is good. Does anyone want to put it in the decisions, or should I?
Yeah, let me do it.
Okay.
Is the decision opened?
Yes,
That is
that's always
not.
been open, I think.
Okay,
I'm pushing it, don't bother.
okay.
Done.
So, do we want to go to a new topic now, or do you want to just keep going with the budget?
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
your
we should
plan?
continue with the budget.
Okay, so the next step would be just to vote on the amounts and get
Okay.
agreement on the amounts, and then we would just vote on the rankings. So, um, the amounts are here. And we also have the amounts in the 95-degree budget options voting.
Okay.
But I don't care if everyone just vote here in the notes. Probably find a vote in the notes. Basically, we've got Lucy, okay, um, Bate, so the goal would be to get agreement on the amount of money. And me and Kay and Sandra practiced this yesterday. It seemed to work pretty well, so I think it should really be fun. So we just go vote on these options. We can look at the options too. If there's any questions on the options look correct. Try to simplify. We at first had um, originally we had 10 options, but we reduced it down to 5 options. Let me see if these 5 options actually fit
So, with
everybody.
this proposal that just passes, are we supposed to be having all those options again?
What?
With the proposal that just passed, I think the proposal said we should be having only one option.
No, these are just the options for how much money to be put in the budget. So you vote on two things. You vote on all of the options for the amount of money. Then you vote on all the options on the people and then you rank and score all the people. So you're scoring and ranking all the amounts of money. You're scoring and ranking all of the people. So every single individual worker is an option, right? And then you're scoring them and evaluating them. Every amount of money is an option. Then you take the two and you combine them together. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you only end up with one budget, right? But there's infinite possibilities for the amount of money, and there's infinite possibilities for the ranking of the workers. But then once you finalize how much money, and you finalize the ranking, then the actual budget, there's only one budget.
So Jay, yesterday you were saying that option one, if I think he said if option one passes, that means there will be no back pay something.
Yeah, the less money in the budget, the less space there is for back pay. And
Is it for option one?
yeah, option one does not include automatic back pay. It is only, that only starts with like option 3. So yesterday we approved $2,000. So it was option 3 is the one that we approved yesterday. So on that, 8. So are there any other questions on the amounts of money and the amounts in the red and like just like how the money options work?
No question from me.
So I just want to go ahead and vote. So is there a reason why no one's voting or what?
Jay, someone and me, I'm still trying to understand.
Okay, do you
I'm
have
still
a
looking at it
question?
to understand.
We approve the amount of money that we all agree will go into the budget. Once the amount of money is agreed to, it is set. Then we do the rankings, and then we agree to the ranking order. And then all we have to do is just decide how many people can fit in the pre-established amount of money that was agreed to. So we don't change the budget depending the amount of money depending on how many people we're trying to fit in it. We do the ranking separately, and then the budget is set, and so the amount of money is set, and then how we spend the money is the only question. Does that make sense, Pate?
Yes, Jay.
Right now, looking at a budget between $4,000 and $7,000, and this basically includes the ability to hire everybody if we wanted to, as long as we, there might be some the budget changes or not being back. more options. We could go up higher. So for example, option 6 would be $3,500. Option 7 would be $4,000 for the HR budget. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Verse 6.
The new option.
Is this different? I think this is the same thing. Can just see my vote from yesterday.
No, yesterday we had 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, and today we have 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500.
Data codes for 50.
So Lucy, are you gonna vote or not? Yeah.
Option 5.
No, I didn't do that. I didn't send it yet. I'm checking later. Good fun.
It's 450. 400.
So, I mean, one thing that we could do here is we could add an option 3.5 that was 2,250 and see if that was a. I mean, this gets us a lot of leeway.
Jay, I
But,
think option 3 passes, so
yeah, I mean, we could do option 3, but we could also do an option 3.5 if that would be. It would probably pass with a higher
What's
amount.
it?
You know what I mean?
What's it?
okay, do 3.5, let's say, yeah.
Yeah, just because the whole goal here is to get the highest possible agreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this
Yes.
would be like 250, maybe 425, 350, 1250, 3,000.
350.
So one of the cool things with this new model is that it's actually quite easy to create new options and add in different amounts to try to get more detailed agreement. Whereas in the old model, it was very difficult to add new budget options because it would be very cumbersome to add new options.
Of your benefit.
Andra, Lucy, are you guys voting?
Where?
On option 4.3.5.
That is column H, right?
H.
No.
I can't find
I
it.
column. Is it H?
Co-
Yeah, column H. Yes.
column H. Okay. Mm, mm,
All right, so as expected, I thought this would be a much higher probability option. So the proposal would be um, like this. So the proposal would be to approve a $6,275 budget.
It's like
$6,275,000 budget. Okay, so that is the proposal. Does anyone confirm the moon month?
the moon is 95 west.
95 west.
Yes, Jay.
Okay, and we have this. Okay. So then we want to vote on this and see if we can get agreement. For me, it still seems very high. We're still over $3,000 in the red.
Quarter, five, blue.
So are there any questions about the proposal to approve a $6,275 budget? And just to remind everybody, under the new process, we would only include the people who fit within the budget. Otherwise, it'd have to be preemptive budget change.
It's in the red.
So I'm voting.
Line 49. Proposal to approve $6,275 budget.
Jay, is the rhythm on?
No,
Kindly put it on. I think we missed a break.
no. So do we take a break and then vote? Are you guys ready to vote? I don't know why it's taking so long.
Yeah, let's vote.
Okay.
Time to
Um,
pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I'm gonna vote a 6.
I will vote 7.5.
By 7.5.
I'll vote 7.
I'll vote
Okay, this is
7
7.5.
point, 7.5.
Okay. So the proposal passes, and so now we have the amount of money, and then we would just approve the rankings, and then that would finalize our process. So the proposal is to approve the rankings. These are the rankings based on the elections. Are there any questions to the proposal?
What's the proposal again, Jay?
The
Uh,
rankings.
Okay, no question.
okay, so no questions. So other concerns. So for me, the main concern is that we did not do the valuations for our policies. We didn't actually follow policy here. That could be policy training even, but yeah, I don't think it would necessarily change the outcome.
Yeah, sure. It will change.
But it could change it a little bit. I mean, you just never really know until you do it. So, any other concerns?
No,
So let's go ahead and vote.
I'll vote an 8.
I'll vote 7.5.
Sandra, 7.5.
76. 82.
I voted 7 yesterday. He voted 7 yesterday as well.
I'll vote. mm, I'll vote 8.
I vote 7.5. Okay, 7.5.
All right, so this passes as well. So this then creates a single budget option, which we can go over next. So do we want to take a break first at all, or do we want to just go right into the next topic? Or we could just continue with the budget on this topic here.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
We can continue and take break at the top of the
2 minutes.
So are we going to continue or take a break?
Let's
Okay.
continue.
Just continue. Okay. So anyways, let's just keep going through the new budget process. So now we have the amount, and the amount fits exactly Gloria. So you get myself, Lucy, Ate, Joyce, and Gloria into the budget based on the rankings, which means Sandra, Mamoon, and Uma are excluded in the initial budget proposal. Okay?
Okay.
So it equals exactly $2,250, which is the exact amount that we have approved in the budget. So option 3.5 is $2,250, which creates a budget of $6,275. So then we have the options for preemptive budget reductions. So the preemptive budget reductions would be used to actually reduce to add more people to the budget, right? So now that we have a set budget, amount, we can actually calculate the exact reductions that would have to be done. The same is true for cutting bills and things like that. If we wanted to cut bills, we would know exactly how much bills we would have to cut. So
J mine is 550. Yeah.
here's this 550.
Before the reduction.
Okay. Yeah. So that would mean Gloria would not, right? Because it's 2,250 and this is 2,300. Okay. So then we would calculate the total. So we have $2,250. So in order to add Gloria in, we would take the 2,300 and divide it by the 2,250, which would be 97%. And then you would do the 97%. So the budget reductions for each person would
Time
be
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
here. So this would be budget number 2 for the reductions based on adding Gloria, right? Then we can see what the reductions would be for adding Sandra. So Sandra would be $2,600, and we have 2,250. So if we were going to add Sandra, we would have to do additional budget reductions, and that would be in column K. Those would be the budget reductions required to add Sandra. Reductions to add. And then you can continue onwards. So let's say we wanted to add Mamoon, right? We can see the exact amount to add Mamoon, which is $3,000. So it would be 3,075. So this would be this. So this would be the reduction to Mamoon. And then if we wanted to add everybody, including Uma, that would be 3,400. So with this new model, we're really able to do some pretty detailed budgeting because we can see the exact amount of reductions required for each and every individual to add them into the budget. One at a
So,
time.
so I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So will it be automatically imposed, or is it a personal decision to do a reduction on your budget, or what?
No, so we have one single budget option, which is this first budget option. So this would be the already proposed budget option. So one single budget option proposed. So then once that budget option is proposed, the HR board still has to approve it, right? And there's currently 4 people in it, right? So this would be the proposed budget option. And any preemptive budget reductions would have to be approved by the
Time for
individual
breath. Please
buddy
stop
team
and get ready.
HR board.
Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Together. 1, 2, 3.
Right? So basically, the only way to do the preemptive budget changes is for individuals to willingly reduce their budget in order to give their money to someone else so someone else can be in the budget. Does that make sense?
It's true.
So it starts with the individual choosing to reduce their budget, and then that would go, to main buddy team, and HR board the HR board is the only group that can actually break policy to approve preemptive budget reductions, and that actually is against policy.
Is not preemptive budget need to be voluntarily?
Yes, it has to be volunteered by
But
the.
it starts by the individual before it goes to the HR. So if the individual refuses, then the HR has nothing to do about it.
Yeah. So this would be the proposal, right? And you can actually put this all into a single proposal if you want to.
Actually, before even you put the percentage, I think you should have asked the people individually, are you willing to do a preemptive budget? If more, yes.
No, but I think him doing like this is not a problem. It's just for us to discuss and see if we would like. If because now after doing this, is
Okay.
now like the time for us to say if we would like to go for it or not. I think that's making a mistake. Um, I have another question. Mm, It's just like a question. I accepted just like a clarification. Can I go ahead?
Yeah.
So okay, if this budget is being maintained for the four people, is there a particular time frame for us to raise enough income that can accommodate other people?
That would be for the next month's budget.
Okay, so if for the remaining 2 weeks we raise enough income, other people can be added into the budget.
For the next month.
Yeah, because seriously, right now I'm not willing to do any reduction because the session we had some few minutes ago, we have less money for training and we have more money for output. So I don't think this month we should spend time on training because if we spend time on training, we will not raise enough income. Even us won't be able to get paid. So I don't know if we can.
Stop. Close
But
your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
that's my personal opinion. Because if people that are not that don't know the income work get into the budget and we spend time training them to catch up based on the percentages of amounts I just saw on the session we just had a few minutes ago, you will still go back into the same shit we are in right now, the same issues and hello.
We can hear you.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought I was the one that was kicked out. So as I was saying, if we have to go back from the session we just had, it shows that if we have to go and be training people on how to do most of this client work, we'll still go back into the same shit. So I don't know if we could just focus and raise enough income and accommodate others into the team next month or the other month. I don't know. That's just my point of view. Check.
Yeah. I mean, we can always add more training budget if needed, but overall, training is like an internal cost, and it does help the team over time. But I think overall, the training budget is still, about 20% of the total budget. So it's not like no money, $800, $900 of training value. But I certainly understand what you say. I think I would be willing to easily reduce my budget 3% to add Gloria. I mean, it's such a small amount. That is something we could consider to do. And then depending on other people, if they wanted to try to reduce it more for Sandra, we can discuss that. So
The question is, has Gloria clearly stated on this call that she wants to be in that to be in the budget?
yes,
Okay.
we did say that.
Mm, mm, mm.
God, if she hasn't clearly
Okay.
stated,
She
then
has
I think
not
the next person should be
communicated.
Sandra.
Okay. Sorry, Ate. Go
No,
ahead.
it's okay. I was just saying that if she hasn't said that clearly that she wanted to be added into the budget, then I think the next person on the list should be Sandra.
Exactly. That was
Yeah,
what I was
yeah.
thinking
So
about.
if Jay says she clearly said that, then
Well, let me try
I
to
don't
verify.
think I don't think I've seen it where she said she wanted. Because I thought the last time I saw communication from her, when she said would have loved to, but her health doesn't permit her to work later, something like that. That she already even dropped out from her old job, from her offline job. So I don't know, maybe James or something I didn't see. Go ahead.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
All right. So should we take a break or what?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Yeah.
We need.
Do you want us to search for her last comment on Discord?
I'm looking for it.
Yeah,
I'll see
if you can look for it, Lucy, it will really be
Okay,
helpful.
let me check.
Thank you. Okay, I'm making a break, please.
Okay, let's take a break as I'm looking for.
I found it.
Okay. You find it where, Jay?
I
Oh,
think Gloria never stated that. I
there.
don't know.
Okay, let's see. Yes, that's the exactly message that they was reading. I would love to, just that I don't feel strong most of the time, and I staying up that late will be difficult. That means he's not that positive. Maybe no, I don't know. According to the message, I'm ready to leave right now from my secretary.
She said she will see how it goes on Monday. According to her message, the voice of my commander, I realize I didn't try.
End of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Say my name home.
Oh, your mercy never fails me all my days. I've been held in your hand. Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me all my days. I've been held in
I'm back.
your hand.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready.
I'm back as well.
I'm back.
So overall, I think we're ready to just vote on this and move forward, right?
Yeah.
So the final proposal is to change the budget from the Monday, Tuesday, April 20th through 22nd, 23rd main session. And the budget starts on the full moon. And this would be a new HR budget based on a maximum of $2,250, which includes Jay, Lucina, Tay, and Joyce, with options to include Gloria, Sandra, or other workers if agreement is achieved by the HR board for preemptive budget changes. So that is the proposal. It has all the non-preemptive budget changes and the maximum preemptive budget changes, and has all the details. Any questions?
To change the budget from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Oh
start
no,
as
it
from full
says
month.
that what
The new HR budget
We
pays maximum 550, which includes Jay, Lucy, and Ade Joyce, with options to include Gloria and Sandra or others if agreement can be achieved by the HR. So, what do you mean by if agreement can be achieved by the HR? I thought you were the one to have an agreement if we are going to do a preemptive budget.
Okay, agreement. If agreement can be achieved by individuals changing their tops and proposing to the HR board. That better?
Yeah, but so Jay, why complicate things? Why not ask now if who wants to do why this who wants
Okay, let's
to
go through
do
it.
a
I already
pre?
said that I'm willing to do budget reductions for Gloria, for Sandra, whatever. So let's hear from everyone else.
So
You said
let's go like that. Then we see how the budget can how the proposal can go.
well, let's hear from everybody. I mean, people could change their minds tomorrow or whatever, but the point is that the budget hasn't been.
For me, I'm
Right.
not going to change my mind.
Stop
I'm
and get
going.
ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So Lucy's a no. Tay is a no. Joyce?
Okay, no, no.
All right, not here. Sandra, would you be willing to reduce your budget to get into the budget? No, Sandra? Not responding? All right. So, anyways, are we ready to vote and move on?
So are we going to modify the proposal?
Well, there's nothing to modify. I don't understand. What do we need to modify?
Okay, let's vote.
So are there any other
If
questions? So basically nobody is required to reduce their budget amounts, but that could always change between now and when certification happens. Okay?
yes, sure.
Because we do need to get UMCUS approval, which everyone can vote on. All right, so if there's no other questions, then we can go to concerns. I think that this is a concern here about the training people to do plant work is still a concern, although we do have it somewhat addressed. Questions? So I think there's lots of other general concerns. Like, I mean, obviously this budget is just too high. Lots of concerns. We are in the red a lot. So, I mean, I feel like we need to start working on next month's budget right away. And, keep reducing the budget because it is really, really high and we should have substitutes, need to implement substitutes. But anyways, I'm willing to work with this for, a couple weeks. But I still think that the budget is way too high. Okay, so
time to
shall we
pause.
vote?
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Are we ready to vote?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll vote a six.
I'll put an 8.
I'll vote 8 for this.
I vote 7.5.
Joyce, are you voting?
I said I vote 7.5.
I'm talking to. Yeah, I heard you. I'm talking to Joyce.
Sorry. What's this called? On 8.
Well, all right, so this passes. So the next step is to next steps to finalize budget. So we would actually create the one single budget option in the spreadsheet, right? And send to HR board for final certification. And then we need to get agreement on
Jay, please, I don't understand when you said I'm not responding. Probably it's network. I was talking.
We did not hear. 260.
Oh.
Maybe not the
You can repeat it. I don't know if
network.
you repeat
I
yourself.
said you
260.
type Sandra not responding, and I am responding. I was speaking, just network issue.
Okay.
I
Fine.
saw my name, Sandra. You wrote not responding. I don't
Oh,
understand.
are you willing to reduce your pay rate to get in the budget?
You said 199. What does it mean?
That would be the lowest your budget would be reduced to get everybody in.
To get what?
To get everybody into the budget, you would have to reduce your budget to 1.199. That's the lowest that it would go.
Fine, I will.
You're a yes. Okay. All right. So great. So let's go to the next step. So the next step is to create the single budget option. Would anyone like to do that? And then we need to get agreement on cuts, which we'll start doing next.
Time
So,
to stretch. Please stop. Stand up and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Jay, can you retake what you just said again?
okay, so there's 2 steps to finalize the budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got team agreement. So team agreement done. Next step is the HR board certification. Oh,
So should we
also
make a form?
mistake.
Sandra, please mute.
So we did make a mistake in the budget. We forgot to include the
Decision makers.
decision makers. So we had them in the other budget. We just forgot to include them in this budget. So, but it should be fine since we have plenty of room in the budget. So we would just add in Abu Bakar, and Alex. And that is $60 and $24. So that should
Jay,
fit.
did Alice come to any session?
No, but she was always voting.
I don't think she's the only one that has been voting.
No, she was not the only one voting.
So why
So
did you choose her? Can you explain why you just Alice Abubakar? Yes, but why did you focus on Alice?
basically, I mean, we can definitely consider adding other people. The only other person who said they were interested was Eileen.
But did
But
Alice even say she was interested?
In the past, she said she was interested and she was voting, but I don't know if
Because
she
this
doesn't want
is
to.
even a decision maker that she has even rarely been communicating. We have to ask her questions. She has been dragging people behind. I don't know why you focus too much on her.
Okay, well let's just do Abu Bakar then.
Yeah, we can even leave Abubakar alone, or we can add Eileen because Alice don't communicate.
Yeah. So for me, my main focus with Alice and Benson was communicating a lot and came to sessions. So I'm definitely good at doing Benson. I just haven't heard from Benson recently. Same with Alice, right? So it's
Jay,
only
the
been
only person that said she was interested is Abubakar and Eileen. We should not include those that did not say anything.
yeah. But
Thank
my
you.
issue with Eileen and a lot of the other workers is that we really need an HR board that functions as an HR board, right? And past workers seem to have had a different function in relationship to their HR board role. So
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
so I'm fine adding Abu Bakar for now, but I would want to wait on adding Eileen unless there was like other HR board members or whatever that we want to add, but we can discuss it more if needed.
Yeah, let's focus on Abubakar now.
Okay. So basically if this once we get the budget option updated, all we have to do is just have Abu Bakar approve and verify it, and then
Yeah.
that is certified. So it's super simple. And then for as far as getting agreement for UMCAS, that's the more complicated part, which we can start now.
Yeah, let's start it now.
Yeah. So who wants to work on the budget option?
What will be the option look like? I can work on it, but I don't know how it will look like.
It's just like the budget, to actually do the budget on the spreadsheet.
Like the old one.
The
Yeah,
budget
make
that we
a duplicate of the last budget and then just update it. I think with this option.
So Lucy, you're gonna do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, and you guys can do that anytime. You don't have to do it during Hydra, Andromeda, or whatever. All right. So that brings us back to topics. So I think we're done with the budget. So now I like the new budget process. I think it works pretty well. It's pretty quick. So now we can go on to UMCUS. I would say that the most important for the UMCUS are, at this point, I think we're going into the changes to the upfront pay are the most important UMCUS topics. Let me double check that. UMCUS budget. So we could do a quick review of the status if we want to review all the UMCUS, but the policies for the changes on the upfront pay are the most substantial that I think are the most important to address. And we can also go over the potential income as well if we want to, but we don't really need to vote on that. So we can just review that as part of the discussion on the changes in upfront pay.
Is there a next topic or is it a continuation of this topic?
No, it's a very different topic. We're doing UMCUS, right? So this is part of UMCUS is changed to upfront pay, right?
Okay.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So,
No objection for me.
all right, so we're good on topic.
No objections.
I already created a tab.
Cool. And just to make sure it's clear for you, Sandra, at this time that you have, have a much lower probability of being approved in the budget, right? So we'll certainly discuss more on that in the future. and we'll go through the UMCUS proposals. You're still welcome to stay here and be part of the UMCUS proposals and vote on everything because the budget hasn't been finalized until the UMCUS has been approved as well. All right. So
I didn't get that.
that the proposals and the voting we just finalized on the budget, right, do not include you in the budget at this time, right? That could change based on UMCUS and other things, but it's lower probability than ever before. Does that make sense?
If I hear you correctly, you said for now I'm not included in the budget, right?
Correct. So
Because
as of
okay,
now, the decision was made to not directly include you in the budget. That
okay,
could change based on UMCUS and things like that. And it could change for other months, but I just want to make sure that's very clear based on the voting and the topic we just went through. So you're welcome to stay and you're welcome to be involved in UMCUS. And you can vote on all the voting forms and everything because nothing is finalized until it's been approved on the voting forms and all that. But I just want to make sure it's clear that you weren't approved in the budget at this time. Okay.
okay, okay.
All right. So we're going into topic 2. I think the first thing we want to review is just the policy proposal to change on potential income from Jurison client to be based on output and deliverables by deadlines, right? So we have no output, which is training and setup. And then you have output, and we have the whole thing here. Let's copy and paste it from before.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Output with deliverables, no deadline, and deliverables by the deadline. And this one basically means no work. This one means work started. This is work completed. Work completed by deadline. Is there any questions on this
Let me
policy?
copy and paste.
We don't really need to copy and paste everything, but we can. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, let me just copy and paste now.
Yeah, this is the potential income budget that me and Atay came up with from before during Hydra, and it is a good estimate of about $4,465 of money that we can bring in for this month if we did all the work. The calculations come out to a $6,320 budget. So that's about the budget that we have. So overall, we need to do a good majority, 50 to 75% of the work would need to be completed to get full pay. Okay.
Yeah.
Whereas before we had $8,000 in the budget where you could just do like 30, 40% of the work and still get paid very well. So the work is definitely reduced, the total overall work. But the nice thing about this work is it requires a lot less training than before. And also we got rid of all of the executive support work and anything that basically requires me. I'm still be involved in training. I'll be available to do training and main sessions, things like that, but I'm not expecting or wanting to be highly involved in the work. Okay. Because I have all my own work to do. And we'll be looking for jobs and like other things like that. Okay. So any questions on this particular policy change?
You are saying you are not going to involve so much. Who will do the work? the verification. Are you going to be there to verify the work?
Sure, I'll still be part of UMCUS and the whole client and everything. But that doesn't mean I'm doing the work. I'm just reviewing the work.
Okay.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
But Jay, you'll be available for the training, right?
Yeah, as needed when people need to do training. I mean, I don't see why I would need to do any training for like taxes and sponsorship and a lot of
No,
the
no,
stuff
not for
we've already
taxes. Not
done.
for taxes, but we need to do the legend member, the plasma, the staffing,
Yeah,
so many
yeah. Anything that's
segmentation. So we
new.
need to do all these responsibilities. So the day we might be doing maybe taxes during our day, and then during your time, you should be available to train us on all the other sponsorships and all the vortex and all the rest.
Yeah. Yeah, just one step at a time for sure.
Yeah, I think so. And during our time, we can do the work also after training. Then during the late hours like this, you can review the work.
Yes.
Cool. So any other questions? Otherwise, we can go on to the concerns. So for concerns, for me, the budget is still high and requires, 50 to 75% of work priorities completed to meet pay expectations. So anyways, that's pretty high. So anyways, let's take a break. When we come back, we can vote on this and then move on to the other things that affect pay.
Okay.
What pay that is. All right. So all right, so we're gonna take a 5 minute, 4 minute break.
Okay, 4 minute break.
Break. Down. Let me go in the other room. Yeah. No. The blinds.
I don't understand what you mean. I want to.
End of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
All right, I'm back.
I'm back.
Okay,
I'm back.
so